Wait so long to get a fight? You wanted to fight before this, right?
Yeah, they had a couple fights out there, a couple options, so they all would have been nice. But we are here. And I ain't gonna lie, I thought Michael Chiesa was gonna pull out the fight like 6 or 7 times. It's like you keep hearing like local reports from back home how his back's been hurting and stuff like that. Then I seen him at the PI, so I was like, they'll take care of him. So he's here. It's good news.
I love it.
As long as it doesn't lock up during weight cut, right? We're good to go.
Well, I was going to ask you about, so, you're that anybody, anywhere, anytime kind of guy, but not usually like when you already have a fight booked. So was it really specific to this? I was wondering what the mindset was. Was it specific to this situation that you thought you were going to lose this fight?
I mean, I thought I was going to lose this fight. I had some other things going on back at home I kind of wanted to be available for, you know what I mean? So I was like, if I'm going to lose this one, I want to still make my bankroll before, you know what I mean, Michael Chiesa possibly pulls out. But he's here, so, it's like, and I really liked the Jack fight. It's like the Jack fight made great sense to me. It's like styles make fights, and I like the way Jack boxes, and it's like, to go out there and experience some of Jack's boxing would have been nice. I guarantee you Jack would have shot for a takedown. If he didn't, I would. But, shit, it was all going to be fun.
Well, said you get Michael Chiesa as well, and I was going to ask you about styles. This doesn't necessarily seem to be the kind of style you most enjoy competing against.
No, not at all, right? So he made a report yesterday on one of the things. They said that he wants to sub me easily, and it's like, bro, I don't want to be subbed at all, so I damn sure hope you don't sub me easily. You know what I mean? So, it'll be a really, really good, fun night. Michael Chiesa has some really cool tricks as far as grappling goes, so I'm curious to go out there and see how having a wrestling coach full-time matches up against those grappling tricks that he has.
Well, I know you're a company guy, but do you ever go to the matchmakers and be like, come on, man, you know what kind of fighter I am? Like, give me somebody I can put on a show.
I asked for this one. You know what I mean? It's like when Jingling fell out and I was fighting Ponzi. It's like I had Eric Sands with me, and I had, it's like I was feeling back comfortable again with the wrestling. It's like, remind you when I lost to Brunson and Marvin, I went and worked on it tremendously, and then I took a little bit of a break, and then you come back, and then Chimaev does me the way he does me. I'm like, damn, I shouldn't have took a break on wrestling. Granted, I was getting ready for D-Rod, so I was like, I don't have to wrestle with this fucking camp. You know what I mean? I'll do a little jiu-jitsu, it'll be all right. Then you get Chimaev, the guy's a stud. He's very fast, when it comes to wrestling. So I realized, I was like, okay, I'm starting to understand positions a little bit more, but he's fast, so you got to be able to understand these positions at a higher pace, and so I think Chiesa's a really good fight. That's why I asked for it, because, it's like I get to work on my wrestling inside the cage, but at a slower pace. It's like I get to do what I was supposed to do against Brunson, but I do it against Chiesa, and he's not as strong as Brunson. At least I don't think so. So it'll be good. It'll be fun.
That's interesting in a lot of ways. Do you kind of hope you get to show those skills? Like, I'm sure
we're going to grapple. We're going to grapple. I mean, am I going to KO him? I mean, absolutely. But, I mean, to think that he's not going to grab me before I KO him, I'd be fucking ridiculous. Unless I have one of those fucking Derek Lewis, Curtis Blades moment. Wow! You know what I mean? He's okay. Yeah, it'll be pretty cool.
Last thing for me, I mean, you win here. He's 12 in the rankings right now, right? Do you start talking about and thinking about rankings and all his positioning again?
No. I go and find the worst guy that won a contender fight, and I fight him. It's like the job is to keep getting paid. The job's not to climb the ranking as fast as you can. Like I said, I want to work on my wrestling in the cage against Michael Chiesa. I didn't say that my wrestling was good enough to beat Colby Covington. You know what I mean? It's like now, me and Colby Covington get in there, I still believe I'll knock him the fuck out. But, he starts sniffing my dick, and it might be like that for 25 minutes, So that's just the way it goes.
Kevin, right? Given that Mike is around the PI often, and he is like a broadcaster and an analyst now, do you have any sort of relationship with him at all? Or is it just strictly like
I've seen him. I've seen him several times. It's like I really didn't like the guy at first, but then he took the fight. And when he took the fight, I was like, okay, it's like, it's not that I don't like you. It's just, I think I just wanted to fight you, So it's like, now I'm happy that he took the fight, and I'm very happy that we're going to get the fight. So it's like, when I see him, it's nothing but love and respect. This week it's really, it's fuck you, it's fuck me, it's fuck you. So it's like, it's fuck everybody, but, it's like nothing but love for the guy. I think he does a good job with his commentating and is working behind the scenes, but he's been away from the game for a while, and it's like, and he's coming back to a very active and attractive fighter, if you know what I mean. So it's going to be a good one.
It was just a professional grudge, not anything personal?
Nothing personal whatsoever. It's like, if you think about it, it's almost like we did an NBA draft, right? We did a UFC draft pick, right? And it's like, they got Juliana Miller, right? An Ultimate Fighter winner, it looks good. We got Terrence McKinney, and it's like, I like the trade, and the trade works really good for me for this fight. The trade, I don't know if it works good for them, it's like, but shout out to my Eskimo brothers. Let's keep it going.
Can I ask you your opinion on, I don't know if you saw, but Ian Gary was walking around with Jeff Neal's mugshot on it.
Yeah, I did a whole live feed about that shit. I mean, it's like, it's like, that's between that man and that man. You know what I mean? It's like, but it's like if I had to pick sides, I would say, Geoff Neal's more on the right side. It's like I'm a father, Ian's a father. As you get older, somebody, what's a good word? Practorize, however you say that shit. Somebody fucks with your kid like that, you're going to be pissed, right? So you just got to think about it in that aspect. It's like I fuck with people all the time. It's like I'm not walking around with your old lady bent over on my shirt, and I'm not walking around with a mug shot on my shirt. Buckley goes too far. Ian's a very good entertainer, but that was a little borderline. I don't think it was too far, but it was a little borderline. But at the end of the day, it's like it's the fight game. People are going to talk shit. People are going to do dumb things, and you just ultimately got to deal with it.
And last one for me. What are your thoughts on the main event between Dustin and Justin?
It's a cool fight. It brings a lot of followers, and I think that's what it says. Bring more followers. That's the name of that BMF belt.
I was going to ask you about the BMF belt. Is it one thing that you've ever been interested in? I think you're a guy who fights regularly, often, anyone.
Bro, I might get in trouble, but I bought a whole BMF ring. I just made my own ring. Like, fuck it. You know what I mean? It's like, obviously, I'm not going to get the belt. They dropped it down to 55. I ain't cutting that weight. So it's like, the people speak loud. The people love me. It's like when they drop it, it's like I don't ask to be tagged. The people tag me, and they think I'm BMF. It's like George had it, and it's like he talked all that shit about how we were gonna scrap. You know what I mean? And it's like I got one more, and it's for you. It's like I got a whole DM full of this bullshit. It's like, but ultimately you retired, and then you blessed your homeboy with the belt. And nothing wrong with that. I would have did it for my homeboy too. So fuck it. It is what it is. So I got a ring. The ring's nice as fuck.
When do we get to see the ring?
Shit, I'll probably wear it tomorrow.
Okay.
Just so I can get in trouble. It's pretty close.
Who are your top 3 BMFs in the UFC?
Top 3 BMFs in the UFC are not in the UFC, so it would have to be the top 3 is it's both Diaz brothers, and then it's George. And it's like everybody else in the game. I hate to toot my own horn, but these motherfuckers ain't like me. You know what I mean? It's like, you look me up hard enough, you see the track record. So it's like, yeah, they're pretty cool inside the cage. They're really, really good guys. I think they're fantastic guys. I don't think there's nothing wrong with these guys at all. I'm not trying to talk shit about them, but you're talking about a bad motherfucker inside, outside the cage. It's like, you go look at George, right? His dad just popped somebody for going inside the house. Bad motherfucker. You know what I mean? You look at Kev stopping sushi shootings, motherfuckers getting popped. I'm on 7th Street doing crazy shit. I'm all over Houston doing crazy. Bad motherfucker. But I mean, it's like, and if I start a charity drive, it's probably going to be because I was trying to cover up some shit. You get what I'm saying? It's not going to be because I'm trying to help some people, but that's just who I am.
Hey Kevin, what do you think of Jack's fight with Bassel?
Who?
Jack Del Madalina's fight with Bassel.
His last fight? What do I think about Jack's last fight? Yeah, you start naming people. I don't keep up with their names. I'm not good. I can hardly remember the girls I'm talking to's names. It's like give them nicknames. It works better for you. Don't get caught up. Styles make fights. Maybe a lot more people are going to be trying to wrestle Jack now. I think ultimately Jack just kept going for the guillotine. I kind of had him down on the scorecards, but it could have been a draw. It's like that last round could have been like a 10-8. It's like overall good fight though. Good fight. It's a good fight.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
That's a wrap. All right, appreciate you guys. Have a good one.